What is up, you guys? Hope everyone had a good Christmas. You know, it's happy holidays, everyone. We're about to go into the new year. There's been no UFC for the past couple weeks, and I think it's coming back 3 weeks from now. So I don't got much to talk about, but I do want to talk about a little event that happened last week. This man lost all his aura, and especially like how big he used to be talking in like 2021 to 2022 era. He was really the pioneer of it all. The man I'm talking about today is Andrew Tate.
Super tall, bro, and like it's super intimidating when he has so many bodyguards around him. And he came in, I was so nervous, but when he stuck his hand out and smiled, I felt safe. Just the way he asserted himself, the way he talked, the way he taught me his way of life, the way he was fearless. I understand why there's a lot of men that want to listen to him. He's not Jesus Christ.
The top G himself. And so why I'm bringing this up is he recently had a boxing match with Chase Deore. So if y'all don't know who Chase Deore is, he's a influencer or content creator who was in the show Too Hot to Handle. I know, what an opponent for Top G to fight in his boxing debut. I know, what a guy. And he was also known for a infamous clip that I'll put up here.
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine! No, whoa, no. That is not the shot. No.
Yeah. So, what does Andrew Tate have to gain with fighting someone like Chase Deore? Well, in my opinion, not much. But since KSI is now stepping away from the scene of boxing, seems like Misfits boxing needed a new stand-in, I guess, and I believe that direction that they're taking was Andrew Tate. You know, some masculine man who's gonna really, uphold the organization, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was not shown in last week's fight. So for that, it was a hard watch, not gonna lie. If any fans of Tate out there had to watch that fight, I'm sorry you had to witness that, but it was not good. I want to just talk about how that fight started. Tate did good. I mean, Tate did good in the first 1-2 rounds, but I believe that him being out of the fight game for 8 to 10 years, also being a quote unquote kickboxing world champion. I think he was a 3 or 4 time world champion in a starter league. I think it was ISKA, which is not one of your top of the line kickboxing organizations. But what do I know? I mean, I'm only an MMA fighter. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. But yeah, you would think that someone with that kind of accolade would do a lot better than he did against a content creator who can barely throw a 1-2. I'm sorry, it's just true. I mean, if you watch this fight, it just seemed like both of them did not really know how to fight. And for my questions for Tate is just like, for those 8 to 10 years, did you not practice at all, or was this just like what happened? It's like what the heck? I don't know. So yeah, what does this mean for the top G, now bottom G, Andrew Tate? Well, as before this, I believe I believe him coming to this, he was kind of looking past Chase Deore. I believe he thought this was going to be an easy fight, an easy matchup. So what does this mean for Andrew Tate? Top G now denounces bottom G in the after this fight. For me, I don't know. I do think that he has maybe a couple fights. I'm not sure how his contract with Misfits is going to go after this fight, and he, especially with how big he was talking prior to this fight. I'll pull up a tweet right here where he, compared himself to to Usyk and Alex Pereira, the heavyweight champion in boxing, and the light heavyweight champ, the double champ in the UFC, the middleweight and light heavyweight champion, Alex Pereira. And for that comparison, wow. And to put on that kind of performance, it's just wow. Like, I'd never seen someone be more full of himself than Andrew Tate. And, he did take the loss pretty well. I will give him granted for that.
Why would you do this? Why would you risk it all? Why would you get in there? And I felt a tinge of fear for the first time in my life. And that's when I knew I had to fight. Because the second I felt afraid, I knew I had to fight. I can't live doubting myself. Seeds of doubt grow into forests of inaction. I don't operate that way.
But if he did win this fight, I already know he would be talking. He'd be upholding himself to the highest degree, saying the most BS type of thing ever, And so I don't know. I can't give him too much credit. He got dogged. He got dogged in that fight. He got dogged, and it wasn't against some high caliber striker either. It wasn't against a former UFC fighter. It wasn't against a former boxer, a former kickboxer. It was against too hot to handle star Chase Deore. And yeah, so I really hope he doesn't step back into the ring, because I want my money back. I want my 8 rounds of time back. And I don't think I'll be ever watching a Misfits fight like that again. But hey, man, he can do whatever he wants. He definitely got played the whole fight. Also, I don't know if this is illegal or not, but apparently Tate did bet on himself to lose. So I believe that's illegal. I'm gonna put something up on the screen right now, but can we get an update on that? Because this dude has enough charges by itself, I just like, fuck. Bro's going for a world record right now. But yeah, no, in the first 2 rounds, Tate was actually doing pretty decent. He did put out his jab, but it didn't look like he really knew how to box after the 3rd round. And you compare Tate to his fight days to Andrew Tate now, all the smoking, all the podcasts, all the sex trafficking he's been doing. That gets to you. So I feel like after the 3rd, 4th round, that fatigue really settled in, and Chase Deore looked way bigger than he did, and I'm sure that played a factor. I'm sure 100% that played a factor into what Tate's game plan was going to be if he didn't get the knockout in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd round. But yeah, no, Chase was putting belt to ass after the 3rd round, and he was hitting Tate with everything. He dropped him a couple times. He had Tate leaking, and it just did not look good if you were in Andrew Tate's hands. But yeah, no. Also, I do want to talk about his deal with Misfits, because he's supposed to be going to jail? Like, did I miss something? Like, I swear, like a year ago, he was stuck in a jail cell somewhere in like Romania, because isn't that where he like did his little operation? I don't know. Just like it's I'm so confused. I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff, but like I swear it was all over like Twitter, Reddit. It was all over YouTube that Andrew Tate got arrested, and like he had the weird hair thing going on. Like I'll put it up on here right now. It's just I don't know. I'm a bit confused how that's gonna coincide with his deal with Misfits, and yeah. But hey guys, I just wanted to wrap it up. Short little video for you guys. I'm gonna try making more videos in the upcoming year. Hope everyone has a good new year. Hope everyone's having a great time, and hopefully we get to some more UFC content in the next couple weeks. But besides that, peace.